You know the drill. Let's see if notifications go out. We'll have a conversation. If not, oh well. I did Instagram Live just now, so I figured why not put up the Sistas banner. Let's see what we can talk about tonight. All right, notifications did go out, it seems. So, yeah, get the conversation going. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. Um, House of Pain, come on now. What's up with Miranda? Hey, Violet, doing all right. Cole, it looks like the rain has finally stopped. Yeah, I recorded 3 videos earlier today. That's why I'm bored. I have no ideas. I did bruh, I did a sisters video, and then about the Kiki Palmer tweet. Let's get the discussion going first. Hit the thumbs up button, like the video, and can we talk about Miranda? What was going on with that? House of Pain so weak. I didn't think last night was too bad, to be honest. I thought bruh this week was better than bruh last week, but I still have my issues with it. Let's talk about House of Pain first. Apparently, Miranda can't cook. Why was the kiss not brought up? I thought that was going to be brought up because last week we ended with Miranda and Calvin at the condo. And when Miranda came into Ella's house all happy, I'm like, oh, maybe they slept together and she's in a good mood, assuming her and Calvin are going to get back together without knowing that Calvin's dating somebody else. And then she would unintentionally come in with the dishes, see Laura, and mess things up without meaning to. Instead, we got this mess. Chats were messed up. Yeah, I don't know what happened last night. I was doing it from my laptop, so that was different. Let me rephrase that. I think that Miranda and Calvin to get back together. I honestly don't think so. If they do, they need to do a good job of putting it back together. Have and Have Nots is coming back next week, and it is new. But this week we didn't get anything. Thanks for being the first to like. Calvin loved Miranda. Really? Really? I mean, here was my thing with the episode. Nothing really happened. I didn't think Malik was overly annoying. Bruh was good, but I had some issues with it. Number one, wasn't this wedding supposed to take place in the morning or afternoon? Why is it nighttime? Number two, why did Tom and John not help out with Bill? Like, did they go to park the car? And I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably do series review soon. Or did Bill just jump out of the car when they were trying to park? Number four or number three, Mike just sat there. I didn't think Mike would stop Bill from coming in, but when Bill was getting his butt kicked, I thought Mike would try to help out. Guess not. Um, yeah, that was pretty much it. I thought it was a good episode. I laughed a few times. It was good to see Valerie. It was Regina and Peter looked good. Tuxedo and the wedding gown, it was great. They probably dropped Bill off, then left. Yeah, they knew what was going to happen. House of Pain was not bad. I was just sitting there the entire time thinking, are they going to bring up the makeout session in the condo? Because Laura and Miranda are supposedly friends who work together. You would think at some point the conversation would have gotten to the name. Like, for all the females looking at this live stream right now, don't you talk with your girlfriends about the person you're dating? Like, House of Pain problem why the twins don't talk. They're just set pieces. I feel like the twins are just there to have Tyler Perry say, hey, I remember the twins and they're older. Yeah, she's a guest starring, so that's why she's not going to be there for a while. It's no big deal. I mean, to be honest, I don't mean that in a smart way. It's like the show really isn't moving at a good pace, so if a character's missing, it really doesn't matter. Um, don't you usually talk about the name of somebody like Calvin wasn't brought up at all? Like Calvin was brought up, but his name was never mentioned. I don't get that. I don't know if we're going to see Christian. I don't know. I mean, in bruh, I was hoping to see the horse. We didn't even hear a nee. We just know that Bill rode him the wrong way and he fell off. What happened to the horse? I don't know. Why was the title of the episode named White Horse? I don't know. But yeah, I was on the Instagram live and somebody was like, Curtis is a wasted character. I agree. Curtis is just there. He's just being overly rude. Yeah, I told you in the live stream I was going to do Instagram for a while and come over here. She was Ronnie from Players Club. I'm waiting for Ruthless. Yeah, me too. Ruthless needs to come back. Sistas comes back in less than 2 weeks. Hey, everybody joining in. Ella's leaving Curtis. I saw the preview and I just don't even care. Ella's character isn't the same. I'd say that Ella's being portrayed better than Curtis, but at the same time, like I feel like Calvin is rightfully upset, but it feels like he's being neglected. Saturday is the season finale for Young Dylan. Okay, thanks. The twins are supposed to be 12. Yeah, it's weird. I don't really care about the continuity because it makes no sense. It really doesn't. Like, I mean, no offense, but why is Calvin taking advice from Malik? Yeah, the dramas are way better than the comedies. Oh, hang on. Let me pull up the live stream on my computer. I'm missing some of these chats because they're coming in very fast. Just give me 1 second. Go ahead and like the video. What are your thoughts on the Oval Season 1? It was okay. Malik is coming off annoying. Okay, I got all the chats up here. Let me catch up on them. Ella has a terrible catchphrase. Are you talking about the Bible says or yelling Curtis? He gives advice sometimes that's good. Sometimes. I think it's outweighed by his sass and smart remarks. I mean, plus to be fair, CJ and Malik did warn him about Miranda stalking around. Yeah, I feel like there's honestly more to talk about discussion. I think I said this before. I feel like I'm going to do more discussions on House of Pain than episode reviews because there's really nothing to talk about in the episodes. I'd rather hear people yell out Randall than Curtis. I agree. CJ changed a little. Curtis not as funny as he used to be. I agree. Yeah, I did a video about that. John and Charlie. I wonder if they're going to go out on a date. I'm sorry. Go out on a date before the end of season 1. Ella spends too much time calling Curtis. Curtis! Oh. I feel like the thing about House of Pain, which I feel is bad, I'm not even going to talk about the laugh track. We all know it sucks. I feel like the season is being broken off into sections as opposed to storylines happening at one time. I feel like, oh, the first chunk is Malik, then we're going to sprinkle a little Jasmine, then we're going to go over to Calvin and Miranda. Now we got this drama between Curtis and Ella, and I'm just sitting here like I really don't care at all. Yo, there must be a lot of fires or something on the street this week. I've heard so many fire trucks and police going around over the past couple days. Yeah, these shows make me miss Ambitions. Oh yeah, I went into Ambitions a lot on Instagram, and Ambitions and Greenleaf. I miss those shows. I don't know why Calvin wouldn't buy himself his own place. My question about the fight was, why was everybody in the fight? For real, like why was everybody in that fight when it was just Peter going after Bill? Like, I understand people jumping in to break up the fight, but why were bridesmaids fighting people in the audience? Like, there was no need for it to turn into Animal House. Mike or Bill? I don't know. I mean, I feel like both of them are childish in their beliefs. I feel like Bill, I feel like they're forcing Bill to be this annoying character when it doesn't feel like that's how he was supposed to be written. Malik became Uncle Curtis. As unfunny as he is, I think I'd rather see Curtis than Malik. Didn't the I don't really follow Young Dylan. Like I watched a few episodes on the Nickelodeon YouTube channel, but I don't follow their schedule, so I couldn't tell you like when they started airing new stuff and whatnot. Yeah, the other fight. Like I wanted to laugh, but I was just sitting there like I don't understand why everybody's fighting. I really didn't. Yeah, you did go on a rant about Malik. Do you think Tyler Perry should make a spinoff of the Haves and the Have-Nots? I'm going to be honest here. If Tyler Perry continues to create content with the same level of quality that he is now, I think the Haves and the Have-Nots should just end, and that should be the end of that. Like for as bad as the ending of If Loving You Is Wrong was, and when I say bad, like I said time and time again, it wasn't a bad episode, but it wasn't a good finale. If Tyler Perry is putting out stuff at the same quality he is now, I don't think I want And If Loving You Is Wrong season 6. I don't want a Haves and Have Nots spinoff. I don't want a Haves and Have Nots prequel series. I don't want it. I do want to. What's the one that coming out first? WandaVision. I might review that one. Yeah, I might start doing that because, well, it. I'd much rather review shows I like looking at. Honestly, I'm more excited about Falcon and Winter Soldier than WandaVision, but we haven't gotten MCU stuff in a while, so. I mean, a Malone movie, again, he would film it in 3 days and it would be crap, so I don't know. What's today? Thursday, right? Let me see if I can find the ratings from last night. Give me 1 minute. And remember, if I miss your chats now, I can pull them up later. Last night, 0.75, 0.91. So the second episode got decent ratings. The first episode did, man. I'll pull up Assisted Living, even though I honestly don't watch Assisted Living. I tried it. I watched it when Brown and Court came up. I don't care. I'm done. I don't care. 0.77, 0.75. I honestly don't see how either of these shows will get a season 2, but they probably will because it's Tyler Perry. But I don't think these shows have a long lifespan because I'm just seeing nothing but negative reviews on them and the ratings aren't great. So if they get season 2, I'd be surprised. Let me pull up The Oval and Sistas. I want to compare the ratings. The Oval and Sisters. Just bear with me. I'm just going to look at the ratings. Yeah, The Oval, the lowest rated episode was a 0.84. Every other episode was either over a million or very close to it. Sisters. Yeah, House of Pain and Assisted Living have nothing on Sisters. Yeah, House of Pain, Assisted Living, their ratings have nothing on Sisters in the Oval. So if they get a season 2, I would be surprised. Well, season 10 and season 2, I would be surprised, but I don't know. So let me go back to this chats. 'Cause I know a lot of chats came in when I was looking up the ratings. Okay. I really don't have much to say about Amanda Cryer. I've done all the videos I need to. Assisted Living looks bad. Yeah, don't waste your time on that. School Days, haven't seen that in forever. Yeah, I mean, you can watch House of Pain, but it's not really, nothing really happens. I don't think we're ever going to see a holiday on the Haves and the Have-Nots. Can we go to the school where the children godfather? I don't know. Are you talking about Assisted Living? I don't know what you're talking about. I see House Pain possibly getting a second season, but Assisted Living better count its days. I agree with that. I don't know what the ratings for Bruh is because that's a streaming service show, not the BET network. Yeah, the CW shows have been delayed. October 29th, the date for the Oval. How do you know that? The Oval and Sisters should be on Showtime or Stars because BET censors words too much. Do you think we'll see confrontation between Benny and Derek on the next episode, or will that be the cliffhanger? I think Veronica getting the gun will probably be the cliffhanger ending. Yeah, Ella was in School Days. I didn't know that. The Oval needs to come back. Yep. Nah, not a big Star Wars fan, so I don't watch The Mandalorian. Yeah, I knew she was in SOS. 'Cause I follow her online. She posts a lot of stuff I didn't know about her. Yeah, Sister Living isn't good. What are my expectations on the Oval season 2? I wasn't even going to watch it based on what happened to Gene, but everybody wants me to watch it, so maybe I'll do a video about it. Sister Living looks cheap. The Pains was trash too. I tried to watch it. Sister Living is horrible. It's the Oval good. It's better than a Sister Living in House of Pain. What are your top 5 black TV shows and movies? Ooh, that's a tough one. The last 2 episodes I admit are funny with Jeremy being covered in crap for the stuff can take explaining the shots thrown at him. That's all though. I don't. That's why I didn't watch it. I read the synopsis. I'm like, he's probably gonna be covered in crap the entire time. I don't think Gene is dead. Cassie Davis has been in a lot of movies and shows. So why is her acting terrible? Is it the script or not that good? I think it's. Are you referring to non-Tyler Perry stuff? I don't know. The Shy. Yeah, I heard a lot. I can't even push myself to watch Sister Living. It just ends up being background sounds. Exactly. The title of your stream. I am bored. Really, I am. No doubt. Jean was not filming in season 2. Exactly. And like I said in the video, if she was in Atlanta, they did a good job hiding her because she wasn't in any Instagram stories, Instagram posts. They're fan made. That's where I got the band. I actually have 4 sisters. I want to do a giveaway. I might do a giveaway. Maybe when Sisters comes out, I might do it. Are there any of the shows that you can review? I was thinking about that, but I don't. Maybe in 2021 I'll add shows. For now, I think I'm good what I got since the year is almost over and I'm already busy, except when I'm bored. So he has a hand under the hook. Ain't that something? I just don't like Star Wars. That's it. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I saw House of Pain last night. Yeah, I put up the review. Greenleaf was the best, but it's over. Queen Sugar is good. I might look into that. Candace is pregnant. We'll have to wait. I mean, you got bruh, but sisters. What do you call that title? You should review P Valley and The Shy and Lovecraft Country. Hopefully, Jim will be out of the hospital soon. It's getting old. These characters are not leaving their spot. You know, now that I think about it, yeah, have and have nots. Most of these characters have been in the same place. I haven't watched Dancing with the Stars at all this season. What I haven't watched. I haven't even heard of Filthy Rich. Sisters is lazy too. Exactly. You say, bruh. I'm like, same difference. Questions. I'm not ending the live stream, but you know, just keep it going. Let's keep it going. Oh, it's on Fox. I honestly wasn't even paying attention to the show that much because, like you said, they're in the same location. Unless you count when they go up to like the bedroom area, that's it. They're in the living area, the kitchen, and then the room, which honestly I don't even think is upstairs. Yeah, Alice is a trip. Ruthless is coming back, but I don't know the return date. I'm interested to see what the Boondocks is going to bring when it comes back. I don't know how they're going to align House of Pain and Sisters. I don't know how I feel about Candace possibly having another kid because what is the point and how long will she be pregnant? That's a very solid point because of how slow the pacing is. How would they do the pregnancy thing? Unless they decide to end the series and they have an epilogue and the child is shown. Because, like with Melissa, what's the point of her being pregnant if the show's not going to play out the pregnancy. Yeah, Ruthless is great. Sisters, bruh. Hattie Mae, CJ brought back the Tims. Yeah, yeah, he did. Will you be watching the reboot of the Proud Fam? Oh yeah, I will. I don't know about Mixed Dish. I don't know. I don't watch it. Did Linda? Oh yeah, I think she had the baby. I had stopped watching Love Thy Neighbor by that point. Nah, they ain't. They're engaged though. I don't know if I'm doing the rewatch again. I mean, it depends on what the Chief and Tom get into. Miss Alice for BET Plus. Yeah. Oh, she had a girl. Okay. I don't know about 5 years from now. How can Sisters be on October 14th? I mean, unless they got different time slots, I honestly don't know. I don't know. That actually makes sense. Like House of Pain at 8, Assisted Living at 8:30, Sisters at 9. If they do it that way, it could probably work. Joanne, who Joanne? Just him rushing his writing. Yeah, it's like you breaking my shit. Joan. Oh, Joan. Oh, Joanne. Her. Yeah. Okay. Like, look, I have not thought about the pains in forever, so I don't know why they went back and forth with the sister return date. Yeah, they were blue because they were ashy. I don't know why Pam is putting up with Mike at all. Like, I honestly don't know why she is. Yeah, they probably will go on a mid-season for sisters coming back. That's what I think. Who's your favorite villain in all the Tyler Perry shows? It's difficult to say because of the fact that a lot of these villains are so irredeemable and they lose their relatability factor for me. Because it's easy to see a person's motives and you see some kind of trait in them that you can relate to and you root for them. But then when you have these characters who are just all and out crazy, that I don't think I can answer that question like who's my favorite villain. Like, I mean, off the top of the head, I would say the Malones or Veronica, but their motives have been so foggy lately. I don't even know. Laura is the main character now. I don't know if Tracy and Calvin Jr. will be there. I don't know. The Miranda we're seeing now, I'm not a fan. I watched 6 episodes of Fuller House and I couldn't go further than that. All the Tyler Perry shows are coming back except for the ones I care to see. That's a good point. Don't watch Ghost. Brown and Core were okay, but it wasn't enough to get me watching the show again. I'm done. Bounce TV is adding Greenleaf on October 4th. That's interesting. Like, I don't think that's going to result in a Greenleaf season 6, but I think that's interesting. I wonder why they're doing that. Because, like I said, OWN doesn't have a catalog strong enough to last without shows like a Greenleaf or Have and Have Not. So I really wonder what they're going to do. Zeke. I know what you're talking about. I just can't picture the face. Full House or House of Pain. Like I said, I only watched like 6 episodes of Fuller House, but I dare say they did a better job. I feel like Fuller House wasn't as cringy as this new House of Pain is. Yeah, it's definitely the writing again. Saints and Sinners, cool. I agree. The original one was. Would you do an interview with a character from Assisted Living? I wouldn't be against it, but the fact I barely watched enough of the show and I didn't like what I watched, I don't think I could. The interview would not last long. Like I would just ask questions like, "What is it like working with Tyler Perry? Where your character going?" I don't think I could genuinely make it through that interview. I wonder why Owen isn't showing repeats of Greenleaf. That's a good question. Said that Miranda and Calvin get back together. Well, good for them. I don't really see how. No, I don't watch David Mix, man. Haven't have not the whole season's a week, if that long. Shows make no sense. I might have to do a video like, does Candace's pregnancy spell the end of the series? That's a good topic. I need to jot that down. Get my book here. Let's see. Who would be the father? Probably Charles. How old is Candace supposed to be in the show? I don't know. I don't. Nah, I'm not getting a PS5. I'm not really going to talk about the Breonna Taylor stuff on the channel. Candace is not leaving the show. I like Bishop, May. The AJ stuff was getting interesting, but I feel like a lot of stuff got cut off before the show ended. So I feel like there were a lot of questions in Greenleaf that weren't answered. Yeah, all seasons are on Netflix. I just haven't had a drive to go and watch anything. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. It's like, what about the kiss? Kiss is. So who is currently your least favorite character on House of Pain? Curtis. Because he's just there. At least Malik does something for the plot. Like I might not care about the whole pregnant stripper thing, but at least he did something for the story. High School Musical. Yep, the Oval has too many. I think Broderick is supposed to come back next week. At least I think so. Hannah's getting ruthless. You should do an interview with Janine. Hmm, that would be interesting. I mean, I feel like if I did an interview with a House of Pain character, I would be more inclined to talk about the original series rather than season 9. Do you think Veronica and Hunter will ever get along? I feel like they're going to begrudgingly work together because they know they have to, given the circumstances. Like with the whole Gene situation, Priscilla and Sam ain't going to let that go. I would take off at least 8, and what? Not you don't even necessarily have to take them off, but I mean, yeah, there are too many to focus on. Yeah, I would take at least 8 characters away. I don't know which ones, but I feel like they need to reduce the cast to give the characters some meat to their story. Veronica is probably my favorite because Victoria is too much of a Veronica knockoff. It's almost like Deathstroke and Deadpool. Yeah, except Monroe's got written off quicker than you could say assisted living. Yeah, I can see most of like the whole Nancy stuff being gone. I don't really see. Yeah, I feel like most of those characters don't make any. They don't add anything. to the story. Oh man, yeah, they try to make the audience look like idiots concerning Angela's pregnancy. Yeah, I don't really know. Oh yeah, y'all talk amongst each other. Yeah, I didn't watch For Better or Worse, so I don't have any things. Yeah, a lot of these characters need to get tested, and I'm not talking about COVID. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of diseases that he tends to write. Hey, hang on. I remember in the comments someone said it ain't only one ugly person can't act. An education connection. The family divided. I don't. I ain't mad at her though. It's like, okay, let me go over here, get this little quick House of Pain check, and go over there. Like, I ain't hating on any of the actors. I haven't watched the entire series, but I did watch a few of those the Smallville series. I went to the internet and got education connection. I'm not going to talk about the whole sexuality thing, so I ain't gonna lie though. Let me address this part of your comment. He be having way too many muscle buff men on the shows. Why aren't there any average looking slim dudes and they're always shirtless? That's one reason I don't think I could ever work for Tyler Perry, because I ain't got a six pack or anything. I just got, a chest. Oh, close enough. GameStop shirt. I think this is like a of the third kind. I got this at GameStop last week. It's like it's cool. I like it. It was on clearance. I like it. Apply directly to them. Yeah, they all be ripped, and I'm like, life ain't fair. Hey, remember that show, Love Is Blind? Like, it was like the hit series before quarantine started, and I was feeling some kind of way because they didn't have any average looking people on that show. Everybody, for the most part, looked good. So I'm like, that's not a good assessment of Love Is Blind. If you had some average or below average men and women up there, it would have made the show even more interesting because of the fact that we could have seen if love truly was blind rather than, oh, these people are good looking. So even if we don't get married, I think we'll have fun together. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Have they shown all the characters in recent episode that were introduced in the series premiere? I think so. Yeah, Bruh's a spinoff of Sisters. That was established a long time ago. I mean, he could have it where Tom is a twin character to a brother. I don't think it's a bad thing. Bounce is part of the BET network. I did not. I did not know that. Hip Hop Awards. I don't really tune into that. Yeah, I think they only stick with the Young, Cryer, and Harrington family as the main ones. Bill, I think it's ridiculous. No, I don't really post on my other YouTube stuff. I haven't watched Saints and Sinners, but I have been. My mom says I should watch it. Bounce is another channel, so I don't really know who owns this stuff. The men are like that to appeal to women. You do have a point because it's not reality. Yeah, I think they wrote Bill to be too ridiculous. Like the way he's acting, I feel like he isn't even convincing himself that he should go to this wedding. On antenna only. I like that. Did you watch Bruh? Yeah, I did a review. I just haven't posted yet. The one where it's Superman and Lois. I might kind of what is it? Supergirls in their final season. Not a Sweetie Pie fan. Yeah, that's why I said last week was like the worst episode. What'd you think of that stupid fight scene? I thought it was ridiculous because of the fact that Tom's acting. I think Tom is fine with the acting. I like his like deadpan delivery. It's like, you, where you going to shoot me with that? That ass though. I like Tom. He's cool. Um, Peter was going after Bill. Why were bridesmaids and groomsmen fighting people in the crowd? Yeah, Supergirl season 6 is the last one. They announced that last week. Like, I didn't see why half of the people were fighting. I don't really know why that was something that happened. Yeah, that was me. I made that post where I had like six photos. It was three bruh and three a different world. I honestly started loving the zero candy bars. I actually got like a few in my fridge now. It's not like my favorite, but I don't know why. But it's like I never disliked them. I just never, you know, ate them regularly. I guess the familiar were fine. I was thinking the same thing. Like there must have been some grudges up in there. Like why is like half of the people up in there fighting? Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that made the post. Yeah, I spent time working on memes and everything this morning because wasn't nothing else to do. They should bring back For Better or Worse with new episodes. How many seasons should the Oval have? 3. Just like candy. I was looking at the Best Man, the ending where they did that at the ending. Like boom, ching, boom, ching, boom. Yeah, I feel like they do overly sexualize the character. I mean, yeah, when she's giving advice and all, it's great, but why do you got to throw in the M-rated content instead of having some wholesome scenes? Yeah, in the bathroom. No, I felt the same way. At some point, I'm like, wait, is that Kim Whitley or is that Lisa from Sistas? Have you heard of the Fashion Nova kit? Nope. Waiting for tonight. Didn't watch Star. Haven't watched Unhinged. I watched some of Andy Mack. Wait, hang on a minute. Andy Mack. Is that a new show or older one? Andy Mack is like one of the newer ones because I don't know why I thought that was like a Nickelodeon show from the past years. No, I didn't watch Andy Mack. Never mind. Sorry, I got the shows messed up. I thought it was something else. Sandy, Malone, and Benny need to sit down. I agree. Yeah, I watched The Best Man's Holiday. I thought it was a good sequel. I mean, for a film to come out that long after the original, I thought it was pretty good. You know, they were supposed to make a third one, but for whatever financial reasons, they didn't do it. That was sad though when the wife died, man. Honestly, I just want the haves and the have-nots to end so badly. I don't give a damn how they're going to be. Like I said before, the fact that if loving you is wrong just ended the way it did, I would not be surprised if the haves and the have-nots does the same thing. Yeah, I hope Derek gives Benny a beatdown. Benny's so annoying. See, I knew Andy Mack was one of the newer ones. No, I didn't watch it. I heard it was progressive. Yeah, I heard. I didn't even know Bunk was still going on. I knew it was like a Jesse spinoff, but now none of the Jesse kids are on there. Tyler Perry saying work ethic gives me chills. Work ethic. Oh, he wasn't planning to make a sequel? Okay. I don't really watch a lot of modern Disney, so I don't know what's on. Yeah, exactly. You can miss. Remember when the haves and the have-nots, you had to pay attention to every line of dialogue. Now you can miss like 7 episodes and just get like a 5-minute summary, and then that's it. Tyler Perry upcoming shows. Yeah, I heard Biddy was doing pretty well on P Valley. But dude, don't insult me. Of course, I've seen Rush Hour. Liv and Maddie was a pretty good show. I didn't watch it religiously, but I did. Shake It Up was pretty. Yeah, I think Shake It Up, Liv and Maddie, they were decent shows. The only modern Disney you watch is Tyler Perry. Proud Family. Because of Kim Possible. Oh, that's what's up. I mean, I haven't opened my Disney Plus in like 3 weeks. I need to watch some of that stuff. That's So Raven. Yeah. Well, I mean, I did watch a few episodes of Raven's Home, and I did like it. I never caught up with it. I didn't watch Euphoria. Yeah, I don't know the behind the scenes stuff, but yeah, they were supposed to do a third one. Yeah, Raven's Home. Like I said, I watched a few episodes. I thought it was good. I just didn't catch up on it. Can I ask a question about the best man? You can, but I don't know how well I can answer it. Like, I mean, I watched the first one a few years ago, but and the second one, so they need to stop with these damn live actions. Because what they announced they're doing a live action Lion King 2. Like, I don't know if it's going to be a direct movie from the second one or if it's going to be like its own original thing. But with the with this live action stuff, they'll probably take the second one and just do the second one. I don't know. We hunt together. I'm glad Orlando Brown isn't there. Yeah, he's been through some stuff. All right. He's like, yeah, bored. I don't know who Harper and Jordan are. Like, who are you talking about? Yeah, I only watched Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast. That was it. Those were the only two live actions I watched. What is your dream? To be able to go to sleep tonight for 8 hours and not stay up all night doing nothing? Oh, wait, the best man? Are you talking about Terrence Howard and the gold digging female character? I think they hinted at those two getting together. Oh, those characters. Yeah, I thought they should have gotten together. Honestly, Will Smith looked pretty decent when he was Will Smith instead of the genie. He was the best part about Aladdin. Yeah, Aladdin was good. It was one of the better ones. Yeah, I agree. You can find them for free on other platforms other than BET Plus. I never watched Bad Boys. Yeah, and I say Aladdin was good because the bar was not set too high at all. Well, I mean, Esperanza did not kill Eddie accidentally. It was on purpose. She knew exactly what she was doing. I mean, if something happened to Candace, I could see Hannah killing the criers. Yeah, I saw that too with the Lion King was reimagined. Yeah, I did watch The Greatest Showman. That soundtrack was legit. Yeah, of course, back in the day. Like, I thought that's what BET Plus was going to be. Like, they would have the old BET on the streaming platform. Like, old versions of the BET Awards, 106 in Park. I'm talking like the old school stuff. All they did was take like the last couple of years of BET and put it on the platform, and I'm like, this is nothing. Like, what was that show, College Hill? Didn't they say that was going to be on there? I'm like, oh, if they got College Hill, they'll probably have 106 in Park, Yeah, they would have a lot of the old stuff and put it onto one platform. But they didn't do that. All they got is this new stuff nobody cares about. Like, I didn't watch College Hill, my sister did. So I thought that College Hill being announced meant that the old school BET would be on there. Yeah, I remember Hell Date too. Yeah. But all they got, the only thing BET Plus did was they took all the movies that they play on repeat, put it on the platform, and I felt like they dug through a Walmart $5 bin, and it's like, hey, we'll take all these movies and put these on the platform. Yeah, that's what I thought. They would have like the BET Awards from back in the day, like when James Brown and Michael Jackson were on there, when Monique did Crazy in Love, things like that. But no, they didn't do that. Baldwin Hills, yeah, that I don't know. Maybe it has to do with like copyright or something. But no, haven't watched Fat Camp. No, no, not Terrence and Roxy. I'd still watch if they had the Terrence and Roxy 106 in Park. I would gladly. That stuff would have made me want to keep BET Plus. Exact, like they should have given Tyler Perry his own streaming. Well, he was going to. I'm not mad at Tyler. He made money moves. Like he had the opportunity, so that was it. Free and AJ, but I hated Free's outfits. Kyle XY. I remember that show. Wasn't he like an alien? BET must have good money for Tyler Perry to hop on. Oh yeah, yeah. I think they only linked up with Tyler Perry because they didn't think they had enough of a platform to stand on their own. But like I said before, when BET Plus was still announced, I honestly thought they were going to take all the old shows from BET from back in the day, put them on the platform, kind of like Disney. Disney Plus. Here are all the old shows and movies you grew up with, and we're going to put out new stuff too. But no, they didn't do that. He was a clone with superpowers. Oh, I just remember from the previews he didn't have a belly button because in every preview, one of the first shots were him lifting his shirt and he's like, "I don't have a belly button," and I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't think he'll launch his own app in the future, maybe in the distant future or something. But remember, he was going to have his own streaming service, but then BET approached him, and then that's how BET Plus got created. So I don't know. I watched like 2 episodes of Are We There Yet? The show. That was it. Yeah, all they show is the same 3 movies in Martin. No, my sister watched Leaking Heights and Let's Stay Together. Yeah, she was the one who watched all those kind of shows. That wasn't me. I might watch X-Men Evolution. I haven't watched that in a while. Midnight Love would have been good. Yo, what about Comic View? I thought they were going to have Comic View up there too. Like I'm talking about the oh, it's summertime. I don't have to wake up early for school, so me and my sister will be up until like 11 o'clock midnight watching Comic View. The game, yeah, the first 2 seasons were. Yeah, that was G on House of Pain. Are we there yet? It's definitely better than House of Pain. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. Making a show based off a movie sucks if they're going to recast everybody. What is Comic View exactly? Because it used to be so great. Bruce used to be the host. Comic View, what was it? Bruce, Cedric the Entertainer. I think DL Hughley hosted for a while. I mean, they had to put a black show there for diversity, so why not bring back the Proud Family? Favorite season would have to be season 2. Wait, yeah, season 2. Kevin Hart laugh out loud. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I don't know the full story about the negotiation. I just know Tyler was like, "Hey, Viacom has a bigger platform for me to do more stuff. That's why I did it." Plus, I don't see how BET Plus would help BET's ratings. Oh, you mean BET the network? That makes sense. Yeah, manslaughter charge. I agree. Hannah Montana. Wait, what? Yeah, I talked about it earlier, but I agree. Mr. Iglesias is a good show. I like that one. Yeah, Ella is like she's more on Miranda's side than Calvin. And like, what was it last week when she was so mad about Calvin slamming the door that it's like, Calvin, you're going to come back to my house and close the door the way you're supposed to. I'm like, if you don't get out of my condo with that bullcrap. I mean, Will and Jada were goals too, and we saw that look. We saw that turned out. Exactly. He didn't slam no door. They're just trying to force tension and drama. It's ridiculous. Yeah, they were entanglement goals. Yeah, you're right. When black moms get mad, yeah, I agree. I agree. It was just uncalled for aggression. Like he had every right to be upset. I mean, he didn't even slam the door that hard in CJ's house. One of the plates just so happened to fall down. I don't know what happened, and she would have a strong hatred. Yeah, him cursing scene. I feel like since it's BET, they kind of let loose to. I didn't watch the finale of Empire. Janine and Jasmine are gone for a little while. I don't know why. Yeah, we need more insight on Malik's girlfriend. I'm like, where is she, just upstairs the entire time, or was she at work? Nah, I didn't really like Charity. I like how they try. I like that she did the right thing at the end, but I feel like at that point it was too late to try to redeem her. Just on, and then I would just my videos are like television. Yeah, Lisa's parents. I want to know about that. That's a good point. Like, based off before Miranda showed up in the show, it felt like Miranda really wasn't coming around that often. But now all of a sudden, oh, I'm going to pop up at Ella's house. Oh, I'm going to pop up at CJ's house. So that's a very good point. That's a very good point you just made about that. Why does Miranda keep showing up out of nowhere? Written off like Mama Rose. Yep. I like Grace, but I kind of don't like what they were doing for character in the final season because I feel like she was just being made to be overprotective of I felt like she was being selfish when it came to AJ because when it came to Noah, it felt like she was upset about how one parent was getting the attention while she felt cold and neglected. Miranda's annoying. Like Miranda, leave Calvin alone. He doesn't want exactly. Thank you for agreeing with me. Yeah, you made a good point. You made a good point. I just wish it would have ended properly. All those unanswered questions. I agree. That's why I did the video. Like, why would you leave the stripper with your husband? I don't know. Yeah, I like Sophia. She was great. I just feel like they it's almost like they were switching Zora and Sophia's personalities there, and then Zora just became unbearable during the final season. Wasn't it Malik joking about how Miranda's kind of stalking Calvin? I mean, CJ was saying like, "Don't be surprised if she shows up," and then I feel like Malik and CJ on the same wavelength was good. I actually like. See, that was something I liked. I liked the fact that CJ and Malik were on the same wavelength, as opposed to CJ talking to Malik like he was a child. So I feel like that's why I said these episodes weren't that bad. I don't know. Look, Dion, I wish I could answer the question. I just know that some of these characters. Here's the best way to put it: because Tyler Perry has written these shows at such a slow pace, that explains why there are characters missing in action. I didn't really like Zora that much. I mean, she did have some good story arcs, but overall, I feel like they just made her a bit too annoying. And she was literally her mother. She's her mother's child. That's the best way to put it. Grace's actions seemed normal to me. Oh yeah, yeah. I those were her feelings, even though she wasn't right. Yeah, exactly. He's acting more like Curtis. I wouldn't be surprised if Miranda dated dude that shot Calvin. Oh my God, you want to talk about assisted living? Because I talked about it earlier in the live stream. I watched when they showed up. I didn't feel like it was enough to save the show, and I'm done. I, I probably will chime in the show if they reveal the DNA test results as to whether or not Vinny is Cora's father. But other than that, I'm not watching the show. It's funny to me on how his sitcoms Tyler tries to move on to the next day faster than I know. Why is it on the sitcoms he just rushes through the days, but on the drama series they stretch out for like an entire season? I still thought it was dumb how CJ said his kids were too young to be married. Like, dude, I agree. See, that was one of those scenes where it could have been a great scene where I wanted more dialogue. Like Malik and Jasmine were making great points. It's like, well, weren't you around our age, you and mom, when you settled down? And I'm like, and it's like Ella talking with Jasmine about those are the kind of topics that I wish they. It's like they will have a good moment, but then they'll have a Curtis walk in and just ruin they would just ruin the scene with bad jokes and the laugh track, as opposed to having a serious conversation. I feel like anytime Tyler Perry is about, I feel like anytime the haves and the have not, sorry, I'm getting it. I feel like anytime that House of Pain is about to have a classic House of Pain moment, Tyler walks in and is like, nope, we got to throw in a laugh track, and then that's it. I know you can rewatch any episode of House of Pain, and the pacing, the tone, the atmosphere, the dialogue completely different. Did you like how Charity divorced Kevin like down that? Yeah, I thought it was okay. I saw the promo for next week and I'm already uninterested. Ella leaving Curtis. Who cares? Are they removing the fact that Malik was already married once? No, they mentioned that. They mentioned that the week before last. They mentioned that. Tyler is slow showing up. Have TV shows lost their ability to have good endings? To be fair, some of these shows get ending, but well, some of these shows get cut before they even start when you think about it. And to be honest, I feel like more now than ever, shows are about the ratings rather than telling a good story. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest with you. Even if they bring back the fire crew and the barbershop crew, I don't think it's going to work for me. Here's why. Because if they continue to drag out these scenes, regardless of the location, it's not going to be good enough. Guys, we have the entire original Payne's family back, and the show is still trash. Even if we add the fire crew, the barbershop, Claretta, whatever her name is, the Hernandez family. Yeah, it's the dialogue, it's the pacing. Even okay, we bring back the firehouse crew. We bring them all back. But guess what? We're going to spend 15 minutes staying in the same spot. We're going to spend 15 minutes of a laugh track going off after every sentence. We're going to spend 15 minutes of making over exaggerated expressions. It's not going to be good enough. I I don't really look at the play continuity because it's ever changing. So I mean, the Oval is coming back. They filmed season two. Nah, no need of reviving Meet the Browns. Well, technically speaking, you could argue that, well, Jeremy, House of Pain ended. He brought back the Pains. The Pains got ended, so he brought back House of Pain. So Meet the Browns ended. He brings back Assisted Living. Assisted Living is probably going to bomb, so he'll bring back Meet the Browns. If you use that logic, Meet the Browns could, in theory, come back. Let me jot that down. Honestly, I think that's what they need to do. But to be real, look at what he's doing with House of Pain, even with the original cast. It's trash. Even if he brings back Meet the Browns, I think it's going to be trash. Sorry, not sorry. I'd rather watch the reruns. Oh, what's his name? Niem Lin, the guy that plays Jeremy on Assisted Living. I saw his Breakfast Club interview. It was about 17 minutes long. He talked about it briefly when they were asking him about assisted living, like, hey, what's the difference between doing like stand-up comedy and being in a sitcom? I did not know this, but he was basically saying that when it came to doing assisted living, they had to film around the soundtrack because my style is usually quick, when I'm doing stand-up. But Tyler kept telling me to slow it down because like his dialogue had to match with the laugh track. And I'm like, wow, that actually opened up an entirely new perspective. In my mind, I thought the laugh track was added after the filming, but apparently they do their dialogue and the laugh track just happens sporadically. That explains a lot. So imagine being on set and you say a line of dialogue. You need to wait for that laugh track for the next person to do their dialogue. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a video on that. Well, dang, doing this live stream, I already got 6 more video ideas. This is great. That explains why they had those pauses exactly. That explains a lot. Sorry to change the subject. Oh, hang on. Sorry to change the subject. Yeah, it's like I said, I really don't look at the play continuity because they keep changing the characters, so I don't really pay attention to that. I don't know how the laugh track works. I really don't. CJ needs to stop treating Malik like he's a boy. I agree. Assisted living is the great value. Meet the Browns. We got it. Okay, that's funny. I like that. Says one line laugh track. Says another line laugh track. Exactly. Have and have nots going down. This has been the most boring season ever. Yeah, the teenagers on assisted living bring nothing to it. I mean, it's funny how they dropped the tagline because they used to say the deadliest season, but they haven't said that in a long time. I don't think they've said deadliest season since the show came back in the summer. They probably changed it. How do you keep up with this? It's a lot's going on. It's my job. That's a good point. Yeah. Anything else? We've been on here for over an hour. I mean, I like the conversation. Like I said, this conversation alone has given me 6 video ideas that I'll work on tomorrow. Brandy destroyed Monica. Yeah, I'm kind of over the versus thing. Like, I hope they add some more sets of House of Pain because right now we keep doing the same thing. You know what's funny? How the Oval has all these deaths allegedly, but on a have and have nots we ain't got nothing. It's great. Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you like the video before you leave. Also, be on the lookout for more content. Like I said, I recorded 3 videos earlier today. I might edit and post those tonight. But thanks so much for tuning in. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.